Okay, something else that we preview for you at the top of the hour. Now, if something you want is a device that's going to allow you to stream all those extra channels and like film channels and TV channels and sports and music and news, and we've got something very special for you now. It also sold out in its debut as well. It's a tiny little box. It's from Roku. It's the Roku LT TV streaming device set-top box with the HDMI cable. 503827 is the item number for this. £42.36 is your introductory price. And now joining me is Laura Landamore, who's a training specialist with Roku. Lovely to have you here with us. Roku.
Thank you very much.
Lovely to have you here. This is a tiny little box compared to some of the set-top boxes I've seen before.
Yes, it's very small, isn't it? And the great thing about it being so small, and I think you mentioned this before, is that you can move it from home to home. And I'll give you a demonstration on how you can do that maybe a bit later.
Well, first of all, I'm going to ask you exactly what we get out of the box. And then the next question I'm going to ask you is, what is a TV streaming device?
Exactly. I think we should go with that, shouldn't we?
Yes.
OK, so this very small little device, Roku, allows you to make your TV smart. So we say you can turn any dumb TV into a smart TV. And smart basically means it's internet enabled. It's like turning your television into a giant mobile phone, basically.
Oh my goodness, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So out of the box, we're getting the little box and we get the cable as well for connecting.
So we've got just down here what you can get in the box. So you, of course, get some instructions. That's very important, but it is very easy to use, as I will show you. You get the remote, which I've got here. No, it's just there with the batteries. You also get the cable. Now, this cable here, this is the AV cable, the audio-video cable. Now, this cable means you could plug it into virtually any television, whether it's one of those, really big CRT televisions, the really massive
one of the big old type ones.
Yeah, you could go into one of those, or it could go into a new type of television.
But there may be some people out there who haven't renewed to a flat screen or whatever. They might have it in the bedroom or whatever, or one they have in the kitchen or something.
Yeah.
Well, to plug in a little box like this is really going to bring that TV bang up to date, isn't it?
It really, really updates it. So I'll just give you a quick example. In my lounge, I've got a 2-year-old television. It's not smart. It's perfectly modern, but I don't want to change it yet. I haven't got the money to do that.
Yeah.
So I just plug this into it, and it's now made it a smart-enabled television, an internet-enabled television.
So by smart, you mean it's internet-enabled, so you've got access to the internet with this?
You can't browse the web, so your children can't sit there and browse the web and look at all sorts of things. You're pulling down applications, and you can see some of the examples of some of the applications you can pull down here.
OK, so what are some of the things that we can get?
A classic one would be BBC iPlayer. Now, a lot of people are very busy in their lifestyle now. They might miss a lot of programmes. There's new series on BBC last night, for example. So what a lot of people do is they go onto their laptop and they'll watch it on their little screen on their laptop. Or some of them might get their laptop, put it on the side, plug it into the television and sort of try and balance the laptop by their television. They don't need to do that now. By plugging Roku in, they can now access BBC iPlayer without having to do any of that palaver. And they would just go into the channel store, add BBC iPlayer, and then they can just watch it. And we just would hit enter and we could watch BBC iPlayer. Wow,
that's amazing. Is it difficult to set up when we get home?
No, I'll emulate how easy it is to set up for you because, of course, I have already set it up. So this is what would happen. Let me just get to the screen. So the first thing I would ask you for is for your network. It would ask you to find your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and most of us have a wireless router now,
yeah, I would
so that's what you're going to need. Yeah.
And we do require that you'd have a fairly quick broadband speed, and we suggest an unlimited amount of data usage as well, because you can use quite a lot of
TV
data.
movies. Yeah,
exactly. So we'd find our Wi-Fi, and this one it's guest queue. And then we enter our password, and of course the password is already pre-entered here. We don't want anyone seeing our passwords here. And we'd hit connect, and we've connected to the internet. I'll miss a couple of more steps out because I don't want to go through all the rigmarole of setting up. But that, in essence,
it's fairly straightforward.
Yeah, exactly.
OK, great.
So then we can go back to our channel.
And we've got a little remote control that you're using to do all of that with. So you can do everything from that, can you?
I think the great thing about this remote control is it doesn't look like your big one that you would get with your television. Yeah. So you can't mistake it. And it doesn't look like a mobile phone either.
Just show us that again. Great. So it's a nice, simple remote control. So you're not going to confuse it with one of the other ones that you're
very, very simple to use. Up, down, left, right, OK to select something. You've got the play button here as well. So it's, it's so simple to use. And if all else fails and you're getting a complete muddle, hit the home button and you just go back to your home screen. So it's very easy.
So if you want to turn the TV that you have into a kind of a streaming or an internet-connected TV, so you can stream those channels down from the internet TV, what they're calling smart TVs now, this is going to do that for you. If you've got one of those really old kind of TVs, those old-style TVs, which really isn't very kind of up to date,
Yeah,
shall we
exactly.
say, then this is going to bring it really up to date with you, so you don't necessarily need to replace that TV, whether it's one you've got in the kitchen or down in the caravan, the holiday home, or one in the bedroom, or
well, another example for you is I often will be watching Netflix or maybe Now TV. These are two premium movie channels, but we do have free ones as well. So some people might be already subscribing to Netflix or Now TV, but there are free ones. For example, Crackle is free. There are also other ones here, Popflix, for example. Viewster is a movie channel. If you like your music, here's one dedicated to 80s rock. You know, there's quite a lot of cool stuff on here.
That's my era.
So what I do, if I have been watching Netflix, I will unplug it from my large screen TV in my lounge, you know, my 2-year-old television that doesn't have smart. It does now with Roku. My TV in my bedroom is even older. It's a 10-year-old Sony. No Freeview, no HDMI, it's old. Plug this in, that 10-year-old television has now become as modern as the ones you could buy in a shop.
So would we be able to take this device, say, if we have it connected to TV in the kitchen or the living room, and we're going up to the bedroom, for example,
Absolutely.
we can literally, because it's so portable, the size of it, you can pop this in your handbag. If you go to someone else's house,
I would pop it in my handbag. I don't know about you.
Yeah, no, not my. I didn't mean I'd pop it in my handbag. My man bag, maybe.
But I literally have done that. You know, the portability is such a great feature. And if I was to take this around to my boyfriend's house, for example, pop it in my handbag, I just take the mains plug with me, get onto his Wi-Fi, and I'm connected.
Fantastic.
It's that simple. So it's such a great little feature.
It is a great little device. So again, if you do want to just kind of update an old TV that you've got, even if it's one of those big old CRT, you know, the big TVs that lots of people were kind of getting rid of and getting flat screen. Maybe you haven't done that. Maybe you did it with your main one in the living room, but not with the one in the kitchen or the bedrooms. Or maybe it's the kids, for example. They've got an old TV and they want a new one because they want to be able to stream movies and TV and all that kind of stuff. And well, then why not get it in the TV they have in their bedroom? You can just really bring it up to date without buying a whole new TV, and you're able to do that for just 42 pence and 36 pence. This proved so popular the last time we came to air. It's sold out. We don't want you to miss out on this. We've just got it back in stock from August. 503827, the item number for this one. It is proving popular again. Remember, you do have your 30-day money-back guarantee with this one as well. So you can get it home and try it on those different TVs at home. Even if you've got perhaps a flat-screen TV and you do have maybe access to some of those maybe free view channels or whatever, this is going to give you channels that you don't necessarily have with that. So again, you're adding to the facilities that you've got. You've got extra channels
you've got some fitness channels on there, Pilates. We've got channels for children. We've got networking channels, for example. Lots of free movie channels. There's your Ultimate Fighting Championship channel. There's so many on there. And if parents are worried about children using this, you can pin protect it as well, so they're not buying channels or viewing channels they shouldn't be.
Oh, fantastic to have that facility too. So again, if you are going to get it for children's TV or, you know, one in the children's bedroom or playroom or something like that, then you can pin protect it. It is incredible value, this one at just $42.36 and proving really popular as well. Laura, thank you so much for coming in. You're back at 6 p.m. so people can tune in again for that. 503827 from Roku, the TV streaming device.